How can you quickly and easily boost your balance? Let's answer these questions in this video. I'll show you a pretty simple strategy that you can easily repeat on your own and, as a result, make money in the financial market. All you'll need are two tools, which I'll show you later in this video. I'll cover all the settings and entry points, so make yourself comfortable and let's get started looking at this strategy. Look, the first currency pair I choose is the British pound and Japanese yen. Let's select it in BoosterBot. Now let's wait for BoosterBot to finish its analysis, and then we'll decide whether to open a trade or not. I get a buy signal, and I decide to open a buy trade, meaning I follow the BoosterBot signal. How does the analysis actually work, and why did I so confidently open my buy trade? First of all, the analysis from BoosterBot is actually quite a safe thing, since the bot uses more than 90 indicators. Some of these we developed ourselves, some we bought as premium, and some have been working for years. That's why the analysis happens on a pretty deep level. Plus, since it's artificial intelligence, it adapts to you, so it can adjust to your trading style. For example, if you open 10 trades with it every day, it will start to understand what you like. For example, if you prefer slow trading, meaning trades that last 3 or 5 minutes suit you better, it will adapt to that. And if you like to open trades for just 1 minute, like I do, it will pick up on that too. In other words, it will analyze better for 1-minute trades as well. But since you and I don't really understand where the entry points are used, or how the bot actually sees all of this and takes it into account, he just has a green light on. We need a filter to decide whether we should open a trade right now or not. This filter will be the CIGIA indicator, and next I'll show you how to set it up, how to add it, and how to use it in general. In this case, for this particular trade, our entry was somewhere around here, and accordingly, the session indicator was within its working range. So, what does this give me? It gives me confirmation that from this point, I could very safely open my buy trade. In other words, there are just two factors, the signal from the robot itself. And of course, our filter as well, so I get a buy signal. I immediately check the session indicator. Everything looks good, so I can open my buy trade. With that, I hope everything is clear, and now we can move on. But also, if you want more tools or ready-made strategies, you can go right now to our Telegram channel and get even more useful tools there. We share our strategies, our market analyses, and also talk about what you can make money on today, for example. So if you want that kind of information, follow the link in the description and join our Telegram channel. It's completely free, and we really do our best to share useful information that we ourselves profit from, and we share it with you as well. The link to the Telegram channel will be in the description. Look, let's do this. Let's try to get a signal for the currency pair a second time, British pound and Japanese yen. Right now, we're seeing a downward movement, and look, there's an impulse happening. This impulse is dangerous for us. We don't really know how to work with it. A lot of traders are afraid of this kind of movement. But with BoosterBot, you can work safely. It gives me a buy signal. And look, now again, let's look at the facts. Let's break everything down step by step. So, the first step is that I chose the currency pair. In this case, it's the British pound and Japanese yen. I chose the currency pair, and I set the trade time to 1 minute. So that's what I actually want to work with. That's the first factor. Next, I got a signal from the BoosterBot. It was a buy signal. After that signal, I need to check where the CCI values are. They're within the working range. So, if your CCI value is right here, you open the trade. If the value is somewhere higher, you don't open the trade, or if it's lower, you also don't open the trade, so we only work in the middle range. That means the market is safe and it's safe to open a trade right now. That's why I looked at all these factors and opened a buy trade. Let's watch this trade. We're up 10 points. It's not a big move, but the market isn't very volatile right now either. And that's the second win in a row on this currency pair. And in total, I made over 1,600 on this currency pair. As you can see, it's fast, and then it's really easy to make money, really easy to trade. All you need to do is get signals from it and, accordingly, check where our filter in the form of the CCI is located. Let's talk about how to add this indicator. To add the CCI indicator, you need to go here to Indicators, then select CCI right here, and that's it. You don't need to change anything else. Leave the period at 20. Don't touch anything in the style, everything is set up. Then, we have this button here that expands the indicators. And I recommend you click it, because you'll be able to see the whole range better and understand how it actually works. So, if the price, or more precisely, the CCI value, is right in the middle, that's perfect. When it's in the middle, it's a super safe market, meaning there's a balance between buyers and sellers. Look at the bottom. that's where the sellers are, and at the top, that's where the buyers are. And if someone pulls the market too much in one direction, like here, for example, when the price goes up into the overbought zone, then the market should correct downward. If the sellers overdo it and oversell the market, then the price should move higher. So, we see that after each such breakout, the price makes a kind of pullback, and that's exactly why we use this indicator, to avoid getting caught. There's a trap like this. For example, the booster bot gives you a signal, and right here it looks like we have a good move for a sell. So, it sees that the level is really good, but we notice that the market is starting to become oversold, for example, and as a result, we can catch this move. In the moment, we'll think that we're making a big profit, but then the price suddenly makes a sharp reversal, and we end up in the red. To avoid this, that's exactly why we use the indicator. Alright, let's take a look at another trade. For example, check out the euro to Australian dollar currency pair. I'm going to skip this one now, so you can immediately tell which currency pair is better to skip. I'm not even going to analyze this currency pair. It's clear here that the price is in oversold territory. That's why we skip this pair. But the US dollar to Japanese yen looks relatively normal. So let's ask BoosterBot where the price is headed for this currency pair. And while I was about to get the signal, what happened? The price made a strong move, and we ended up in oversold territory. We skip it again. Now, let's look at the British pound / Swiss franc situation. Let's try to make some money on this currency pair. I select the currency pair, set the trade time to 1 minute, and now I'm waiting for my signal. I get a buy signal. The price is still within the working range, so I open my buy trade. But again, look, since the price is very close. That is, as I said, there's a chance the price will make a good move. Indeed, the movement and impulse might go down here. So let's watch this trade closely. This is actually already a risky entry, but still, I want to believe that this impulse won't happen and I'll stay in profit. There will definitely be a correction somewhere around here. That's a solid 100%. We can see how the price is moving into overbought territory. Accordingly, there will be a reversal somewhere around here soon. But hopefully, 20 seconds will be enough for the trade to close in profit. Great, this trade closes in profit, $580. And as you can see in this video, I made over $3,000. All I used was a trading bot and a simple indicator. That's how it works. I hope you understood. This is a very simple strategy that any beginner can figure out. If something isn't working for you, or you can't activate the bot, write to our managers or support account. They'll help you solve any problems. I'll also leave a link to this robot in the description, so go check it out. Activate this bot and start earning with it. I've shown you the strategy and how to use it. Also, just a reminder, you'll find more tools and our lifestyle content on our Telegram channel. So head over there. Everyone gets access to useful tools. The links are in the description. I'll see you in the next videos.